There are small changes that happen quietly, days or even months before a life turns toward its final season. A favorite breakfast that no longer tastes right. Longer naps in the sunshine. Breathing that shifts like gentle waves. These are not dramatic or sudden. They are soft signals that many families miss because they look like ordinary aging. Today, I want to help you notice them with kindness and calm so you can respond with comfort and understanding. Before we begin, a gentle reminder. Everyone's body is different, and if you have worries, please talk with your doctor or care team first. Now let's walk through 5 quiet signs that often appear in the last year of life, with everyday examples and simple ways to respond. Appetite changes. When food becomes less important, start by thinking of a simple weekday routine. Morning coffee at 8 a.m., toast at 8:30, and a small bowl of fruit by 10. When that routine changes, it can feel startling. Many seniors notice their appetite shifting slowly. A man who used to expect 2 eggs and toast by 7 a.m. now eats half a slice and leaves the rest. A woman who loved grocery shopping on Tuesdays stops going after April because the store lights feel busy. These are concrete, small steps, smaller plates, favorite soup instead of a heavy dinner, more hydration with herbal tea in the afternoon. This shift can happen over months. It's often not a sudden illness. Sometimes the body simply needs less energy and puts effort into other things, like staying comfortable or thinking about memories. If someone you love is eating less, focus on comfort. Offer warm broth at lunch on a cool day, or a spoonful of applesauce at 10 a.m. Keep textures easy to chew, and keep drinks handy near a favorite chair. And always remember the practical safety line. Talk with the doctor if weight drops quickly or if swallowing becomes difficult. Small choices, like a smaller, favorite plate at noon on a rainy Tuesday, can make meals feel gentle rather than pressured. More sleep, less activity, rest becomes a new rhythm. A common pattern is that sleep and quiet rest start to stretch longer. Instead of the usual 7 a.m. wake up and a 30-minute walk, someone might nap an hour after lunch and stay in their chair watching birds outside the window. This change looks like going to bed earlier on a November night, or choosing to sit at the kitchen table rather than stand to prepare dinner. It is often not about sadness. It's about the body conserving energy. If you notice this, respond with presence rather than persuasion. Offer a lighter afternoon visit. Come sit quietly for 10 minutes on a Thursday if they prefer calm. If mobility is changing, check whether shoes or slippers feel comfortable and safe, and make small adjustments like moving a favorite chair closer to the window in the living room so they can watch the street without standing. And as always, check with their healthcare provider when napping grows much longer than before or if daytime sleep is accompanied by confusion. Gentle pacing helps. Reduce tasks that tire the person and increase moments of calm connection, such as reading a short poem from a 1950s paperback together in the morning light. Subtle shifts in breathing and temperature. Breathing can change slowly. You might notice breaths that are softer, or a pattern where breaths deepen and then draw back in gentle waves. Hands and feet may feel cooler, even in a warm room. These are small signs that circulation is prioritizing the chest and internal organs. A concrete example. At night in mid-January, a daughter notices her father's fingers are colder than usual and offers a warm pair of socks or a light lap blanket during a morning program. Another detail. Breathing may become more noticeable when the senior is resting in an armchair after lunch in a sunny living room. What helps most in these moments is comfort. Keep the room comfortably warm. Offer a warm drink if it's welcome, and remove any heavy blankets that cause sweating or discomfort. If breathing pattern changes a lot, note the times and share this with the doctor. There can be benign reasons, and there can be reasons that need medical attention. Always include the gentle care reminder. Talk with your doctor first about new breathing changes so you can both understand what is normal for this person and what may need attention. Shrinking interest in outside activities. Many seniors find their focus turning inward. A neighbor who used to attend a Saturday gardening club may start staying home to watch the backyard birds instead. A veteran who read the paper every morning might now prefer listening to a single favorite song in the evening. These choices are not always signs of depression. Often they are choices for calm. Practical examples help make this clear. Mrs. Lee, age 82, once went to choir practice on Thursdays. Over several weeks, she politely stopped going. Her daughter learned that Mrs. Lee spent those evenings sitting by the window looking at a small indoor plant and calling an old friend once a week. The best response is curiosity rather than worry. Ask, "Would you like to sit by the window with me for a bit?" Or, "Would you like me to call your friend on Tuesday afternoon?" These offers respect the wish for quiet while gently maintaining connection. If withdrawal is sudden or paired with sadness that affects eating or hygiene, do check with a healthcare professional. Emotional clarity and a quieter heart. One of the most tender shifts is a settling of the heart. People often begin to speak more plainly about what matters, to hand down small practical things, or to reach out to a friend they once lost touch with. This change can be gentle, like a man in his late 80s asking for photographs from the 1960s and asking his granddaughter to sit as he tells stories about a wedding day in June. Or it can be practical, someone making notes about phone numbers and medications in a small, clear notebook left on the kitchen table. When this emotional clarity appears, it can be a beautiful chance for conversations that matter. Ask open questions like, "What memory would you like to hear about today?" Or, "Is there someone you'd like to call?" Let the person lead. Keep the tone calm, respectful, and present. And remember the safety line. If big shifts in mood or sudden confusion happen, let the physician know so they can rule out treatable causes like medication side effects or a urinary infection. Practical care steps. Small changes that make a big difference. Knowing these signs is one thing. Responding well is another. Practical steps can make life more comfortable. Keep a folder of medications and dosages near the kitchen counter, dated and updated on the 1st of every month. Use a small sticky note by the phone with important emergency numbers and refresh it when a new contact appears. Place a favorite sweater and slippers by the bed each morning so dressing is easier. These are small, concrete acts that reduce stress. Also, consider the home environment. Move a lamp so reading light is near the chair used most in the afternoon, or set out a thermos of warm tea on Wednesday mornings when grandchild visits usually happen. Keep snacks that are easy to eat, plain crackers, soft cheese, or a small yogurt, in the kitchen at eye level. These concrete details help the person stay comfortable without feeling pushed into new routines. Communication. How to talk, what to ask, what to avoid. How we talk can help more than anything else. Start with simple, open questions. How are you feeling this morning? Or would you like me to stay and listen? Offer choices rather than commands. Would you prefer tea or warm water? Instead of, "You need to drink this." When someone is in a quieter season, long interrogations can feel tiring. Keep questions short and let silences stand. If they begin sharing memories, listen without correcting dates or small facts unless they ask for clarification. An everyday instance is phone calls. If someone finds long calls tiring, a 3-minute check-in every other day could be more nourishing than one long visit each weekend. When visiting in person, bring a small, familiar object, an old postcard, a family photo from 1972, or a favorite cookie, so conversation has a gentle prompt. As always, if memory changes quickly or behavior shifts in ways that seem dangerous, get medical advice. Practical planning and gentle preparation. Preparation matters, but it can be simple and calm. Make a list of important documents stored in a single folder. Insurance cards, a current medication list, updated on the 1st of each month, and contact names with phone numbers. Keep a small record of wishes about daily comforts, favorite music, a preferred blanket, a morning ritual of reading the paper. These notes help family members provide care that feels personal. A practical example. After a fall in October, a family set up a small whiteboard by the front door listing the person's morning routine. Take blood pressure, 9 a.m. medication, light breakfast choices. This did not feel ominous. It simply made mornings smoother. Talk with trusted professionals, doctors, social workers, or a local hospice liaison about practical steps. Hospice can provide comfort-focused care that supports everyday needs without implying giving up. And, again, always include the medical reminder. Discuss major care decisions with the healthcare team so everyone understands the options. Signs to seek medical attention. Most of the signs we've described are natural and gentle. Yet there are clear red flags where medical attention is important. Sudden, large weight loss in a few weeks. Confusion that is new and does not come and go. Difficulty swallowing. Fever or signs of infection, or sudden shortness of breath. If you notice these, call the doctor or the local clinic. Keep a small notepad near the phone with the doctor's number and a short description of what changed. Time and date, and the specific change helps the care team. Caregiver support. Simple ways to protect your own energy. Caring for someone in their quieter season can be rewarding, but it's also tiring. Protect your own sleep and routine. Keep a regular morning ritual. Drink your own coffee. Take a short walk to the corner mailbox, or call a friend at 9 a.m. so you have a small, steady anchor. Build a small schedule where you alternate visits or tasks with family members or neighbors. Use concrete helpers, grocery delivery on Thursdays, a weekly laundry pickup, or a calendar reminder on your phone for medication refill dates. These small systems preserve your energy and keep care steady. Spiritual and emotional care. Presence over solutions. Often, presence matters more than problem solving. Bring a favorite song from the person's youth and play it softly if they enjoy music. Read a short passage from a beloved book or a note left by a grandchild. If faith is important, invite a clergy member to visit or play a familiar hymn on a quiet Tuesday evening. These are small rituals that provide comfort. They are quiet, personal, and usually welcome. Respect the person's preferences. Some will want spiritual conversation, others will prefer a silent hand held in the afternoon sunlight. Everyday examples that illustrate the signs. Here are a few short, real-feeling scenes to help you recognize the signs. Picture July afternoon. A man named Frank, 87, who used to rise at dawn to feed birds, now sits at 9 a.m. on the back porch with half a cup of tea and a small bowl of soft peaches. He watches the street for half an hour and then rests. Or think of Sabine, 79, who stopped volunteering in her church kitchen in March and started spending Sunday afternoons looking at photographs from a trip in 1965. Or imagine Harold, 83, who keeps a small notebook by the bed with names and phone numbers of close friends on it, because he wants fewer decisions to make each morning. Each small scene points to ordinary practices that show a shift toward comfort and memory. Recognizing them lets families respond with ease. How to respond in the moment. Gentle do's and don'ts. Do offer small choices. Do bring comfort foods in tiny portions. Do sit quietly if that is welcome. Don't insist on big outings or long visits if they're tiring. Don't argue about small facts or push someone to eat beyond their appetite. These responses are simple and practical. They protect dignity. When to involve extra help. Hospice, home care, and community resources. If the care needs grow, consider talking with a hospice team or in-home nursing service. These teams provide symptom support and practical help with medications and daily comforts. Hospice is about comfort and support, not about ending care. For example, a family in November arranged for a hospice nurse to visit twice a week so the primary caregiver could rest 2 afternoons a week. That small help reduce stress and improve care at home. Reach out to local agencies or ask your doctor for recommendations. Ask specific questions. How often will a nurse visit? What support can the hospice offer for breathing changes? What happens on weekends? Concrete questions make decisions easier. Preserving meaningful moments. Small acts that matter. There are simple ways to hold meaning in daily life. Keep a small photo album next to the favorite chair, updated with a note. Photos, 1970 to 1990. Bake one favorite cookie once a month and share it on the porch. Keep a short playlist of 3 songs from youth that you can play on Tuesdays. These tiny rituals create comfort without being demanding. They help the person feel known. A calm approach to end-of-life planning. Planning can feel heavy, but it can also be gentle and practical. Make a list of whose contact information is needed and put it in one place. Write down morning routines and any preferences for comfort care, such as favorite blankets or a preference for soft lighting in the evening. These notes free loved ones from guessing in stressful moments. Talk with the person about one thing they would like to be remembered for. Sometimes a short conversation like that brings surprising peace. Stories of gentle endings. What families often remember. Families frequently remember small, ordinary moments more than grand events. A quiet Saturday afternoon spent telling a childhood story, the smell of fresh bread on a slow morning, or a hand held during a sunset. These are the images that stay. One family remembered the way their mother hummed a song from 1954 in the kitchen in late September. That memory felt like a gift. These scenes are not dramatic. They are deeply human and full of calm. Common questions families ask. People ask, is this normal? Often, yes, for slow, gradual changes. They ask, what should I prepare for? Make practical lists, keep doctor contacts handy, and keep comfort items in reach. They wonder, when should we call hospice? If comfort-focused care is needed or if your loved one's symptoms need extra support, a hospice conversation can be helpful. Always check with the medical team to match services to needs. A short guide to documenting care. Keep a single notebook or a dated file. Note medications, doses, dates of changes, and any new symptoms with the date and time. Keep this by the phone or in the kitchen drawer labeled Care Notes. It sounds small, but it becomes invaluable in a doctor's call or an emergency. Update it weekly on a consistent day to keep records accurate. The last year of life can be a season of slowing, not only for the body but for the mind and heart. When a person eats a little less, sleeps a little more, breathes in a softer rhythm, seeks quiet, and speaks with calm clarity, these are invitations to presence. Respond with simple acts. Warm socks on a cold morning, a favorite song in the afternoon, a photo album within reach. Keep medical questions clear. Talk with the doctor about sudden changes, and seek support when tasks grow heavy. Which of these gentle signs feels most familiar to you? Or what small care step has helped someone you love? Tell me in the comments below. I read them and find them helpful. If you found these ideas calming and useful, consider subscribing for more quiet, supportive guidance for daily life. Thank you for spending this time here today. Be gentle with yourself and take one small, kind step for someone you care about this week. Soft health disclaimer, inserted as a gentle closing line. Everyone's journey is different. These observations are meant to guide awareness and comfort. Talk with your doctor or care team about any new or worrying changes so you can get individualized guidance.